Welcome everybody to another episode of Refactoring Contentlayer with the latest effect. We'll just jump right in, I think. I know the last time we met, we were working on generating the pseudo package for Contentlayer locally, the generated package, the type declarations and the package JSON, etc. I think the last time we met, we stopped at the point we were talking about like module resolution and type declaration resolution, etc. So I guess we can like start there. And I think Tim sort of worked out what the previous strategy was that Contentlayer was using for, at least for the type declarations. We really want to like show that quickly first. And then we can.
Yeah, right. So last time we got the types generating, and at the moment, we got to a point where we weren't quite sure what the type declaration files will look like. But we took a quick look at the previous version of Contentlayer, and they have two declaration files. One for the index export, and then they have a general types declaration file which contains all the document types. So we'll just copy what they're doing. Yeah, and I think we were doing that in document storage.
I think we created a.
Yeah.
Oh no, we were talking about moving all this stuff
Right,
to.
index.
We were talking about moving all this stuff to like a different thingy, but we hadn't done it yet.
Okay. So what does the exports look like? Continue. Oh, they put the package.json higher up. I guess we could do that.
So they're using it.
I think that is so you can do like require and then just require the Contentlayer directory or import. Okay, I'll put this okay. Dot Contentlayer. I guess it doesn't matter what the name is. Generated.
So in their package JSON, they were using the types versions, right?
Yeah.
Instead of the top level types.
I think in exports you can. So we'll see how this works. Not in minutes.
I think the property is called types versions.
Generated.
I gotta look up that spec, man. Types versions.
Generated. And then exports. Good. Interesting. I think if we map the root to the generated file, and then this to generated. Is that how you do it? Or do you like this on you?
This is interesting. So with the types versions thing,
Yeah.
if you specify a types field in package.json, like and point it to / like index.d.ts, let's say, in the types versions, you can then like specify like how that resolves based on the TypeScript version itself. We actually probably could. We probably could just use the types field instead of the types versions. I think. I mean,
Whatever works. I think this is
I think that what we're doing right now is fine.
Okay.
I don't know if that trailing slash in generated is going to cause an issue, but I guess we'll see.
And this will go in the top level. Top level connecting. Type exports. That's the types for the general one. And then we did ifs types that join. Yeah, this one. So that's the exports for the collection exports. Index.
It's an interesting approach they take where they import everything from types and then like re-export the collection.
Collection exports. And then okay. That. And then our imports. So, import. Not sure we need import type in the declaration file. And then export the types. Okay.
See what happens.
We don't need this. So we run a watcher. I don't think we need build at this point.
I don't think so because we didn't change anything for the actual config, right?
Yeah. Content layer generated. Now we have an index file. Yep. And then types. Great. Let's, I guess, test that. Is that just because TypeScript doesn't include it? Maybe
I think we had
we don't know examples or scratch patch TS config. And then here we include it. So everything in there, and then we want a directory .contentlayer. Oh no. Okay.
what does the what did the old website do for the TS config? Because I know you had to include something. Actually, I think the content layer website says this.
Contentlayer package JSON.
You have to include so in the way that the current content layer advises you to do this is to add .content layer / generated to your include as well.
Say
Say it again.
I edited this export here, but I'm not sure if it'll work.
I don't know, but on the current content layer basically says you can add the .content layer / generated in to include to your like TS config, and that might work.
Wait.
I think right now.
I guess if we just include everything in there. Restart. Hmm.
Does it auto suggest?
Weird.
It does auto suggest all posts. Interesting. Strange.
So edit the file extensions. That will be switch.
I feel like that's weird.
So that will be types. .d-x. Rerun it. There we go. Full post. Post.
Is it just because, do we need the file extension because we're emitting like
It's because that's ESN, I guess. It's empty. Document storage. We're generating the index here. No, we're not. Imports. What are they? Not even hitting that point. If we go to that, set dot zero equals log. Yeah, if we got any results. Nope. What? Why is on that logging? Yeah. So put in the top. We are getting that far. But so we're not getting past this right. file string. It's not throwing here. What's going on here? I'm getting interrupted. We are. Why are we getting interrupted? So we want to go to the document that would have it. So our right ID is here. It's in an instructional region. We're looking for. Is it right IDs or right index? Right index. Right index. We want to make this uninterruptible too. Because we want to make sure it happens.
Might be worth adding the same treatment with logging and everything.
Was that
It
sorry?
might be worth adding the same treatment with like the logging on error and everything to the right index call in the document builder that we're doing for the other thingy.
Adding more logging.
Like if you go back to the document builder that you were working on a second ago, there was we were just tapping the error and logging it. You might want to, since we're forking that fiber, we might want to add that back to the document builder for that other fiber as well.
Only the fiber.
It's in the builder.
So in the document builder.
So the same thing we're doing for that fiber, we might want to just do for the fiber above as well. Yeah, probably a log debug, right? Or a log warning, log error.
Thanks for them. And this is for IDs. This exit's getting ported to the mailbox. That's bunch. Okay. But we have our exports here now. And these are documents.
Cool.
Okay. Progress. Kind of.
Progress was made.
Or not.
We might want to.
The import is still a bit weird there.
Yeah, we might want to be explicit about the fact that we're generating ESM, maybe? I don't know.
We want Contentlayer JSON. Here we've got type liberal. Not that it should make a difference in this case. The issue here is TypeScript's not resolving this package.json. if I change this to hmm, I've got slash generated, does that work? No. I think it's just the fact that it's a relative import. Essentially.
Relative and more path than explicit. Modular.
I guess we could change the module resolution here and see what it gives. Module resolution node next. Yeah, so have to be explicit in that case. Okay. And if we remove that, does it still work? It does.
Interesting.
I guess we could make it like that generated.ts or index.
So what does the current content layer do? Yeah. So current content layer also recommends setting up a path alias for TypeScript for content layer slash generated to point to the dot directory slash generated.
Right. If you set it up in Alias, you also have to set it up on the JS side. Which means updating like your bundler config as well.
Yeah, I think this is specifically for like the Next.js integration that content layer had.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find it.
Be nice if the solution was more generic. I think if we move our index file up, just to make it a bit more palatable. The types and the exports. Seems like the exports aren't even working.
Well, we're not really importing from the module right now, right? We're importing from a relative path.
Yeah, directly.
So it's not probably not even hitting the package JSON.
Generated. Insights for TLD generated. And then this import will need to be deleted. And the same as this. Argentine.
Yeah, so
Oh, there it is.
looking at some of the content layer examples where Next.js is not used, it's importing directly from the index file.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is fine. I mean, I know it's not ideal, but I do feel like it's okay.
At least doing it this way, you don't need to add any config.
Right.
You just import directly from that generated file.
And if anybody has any better ideas, certainly drop them in the comments or in chat. But I feel like this is okay for the moment.
Yeah. So the exports are working and the types are working. So
Do you think that we should be generating MJS files, or do you think that just generating JS is fine?
I think the patch that it's working is okay. We could try compile it to JS and see what happens. Yeah, scratch code test.js. And then running it directly with Node. Yeah, that's generated common JS, so I don't think that's going to work. Why was that generating common JS?
Do we specify the module?
ES Yes. Yes, config base. As a target.
And we have modules that's a node next.
I'm not sure if that is affecting TSC. If we go config scratch TS config and then intro.
I think instead of B, B, I think.
B. Okay. I need to change that. Yes.
Where is that even coming
That's
from?
just.
Oh, it's coming from one of the other Sketchpad files.
This just writes in JavaScript.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it works. Okay.
All right, I feel good about this.
Yeah. Just commit that.
At least now we get to work on some fun stuff. Module resolution, not particularly entertaining. But setting up the file watchers and dealing with caching and all of that will be interesting.
Yeah. So to do. Content watches. So that's in source. down here. Set of watches.
So our goal,
But we only want to do it in watch mode.
yeah, I think, I mean, what we have right now for watch mode is fine. I think eventually we'll probably have many settings, and we'll probably just have like a context reference for settings. However,
Yeah.
what is our goal here with the watchers? In my mind, the goal would be that we're watching, like, are we watching like every single file that we're editing? Like, with Parcel Watcher, I think you can only watch directories if we were to use that watcher.
There's already a watch in platform that we can use.
I know. I was just saying, like, if we wanted to use if we wanted to overlay that with the Parcel Watcher layer, I think Parcel Watcher only allows directories.
Right.
I thought the watcher in
Yeah, the platform one uses Parcel. Or it can use Parcel.
yeah, I thought by default it did not.
Third file system. Parcel Watcher. Yeah, if the type isn't a directory, then it falls back to node. But it is a directory that uses Parcel.
Hmm. Well,
Watcher. Sure. But regardless, it looks like we're using globs for the input paths rather than.
it doesn't really matter because I'm pretty sure
I guess if we just pass this array in.
doesn't the watcher give you the path that the event occurred for anyways? So like we can always like filter out stuff we're not interested in. Basically, the point I was making is that um, we are going to want to only respond to changes to the individual files, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think the watch events give you access to the path in every single event.
Yeah.
So we can always just
Um,
watch the directory of content that the glob is pointing at, or we can gather the I don't know if we can figure out a way to gather the directories or something and just pass them to the watcher.
the problem is there could be wildcards in the paths. So we just need to resolve the globs to directories somehow.
Which glob implementation are we using? Are we using fast glob or glob?
We're just using glob.
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 Let's take a look and see if there's anything that's glob gives us. So
Glob.
a glob has an option you can pass to it called with file types. Which we could potentially use to filter down to the directories.
Yeah, so we want to get the most top level directories and watch those.
So, Claude, what does Claude say? Let's see. Using the
Is directory. Close it. Glob dupper. Glob dupper.
hmm.
And then here
In here, you're filtering to things that are
was depreciated.
somewhat counterintuitively. This property refers to the parent path, not the path object itself. So the parent path refers to the path of the directory that was passed to reader. Okay.
Or traces the path to the trace. Parent. The base name. Well, let me just want the path.
What if you just want the path, man? What is the Glob documentation?
Fully resolved path string.
What is it? Full path? Holy moly. Yeah, full path.
Okay.
So wait, what here? Why are you filtering to things that are? Oh, I see. It's just, we're loading the meta to things that are not directories. Got it.
Yeah, so that is just for files. And now we want to get, if we're in watch mode, we want to get the top level directories and then set up the watches. Top level. Array.
Claude did come up with something interesting, but I'm not sure if it actually makes any sense.
Yeah.
So for the Glob matches, you get the absolute path for all the matches. Split the path, get the first entry. This is what Claude generated. Send it to you.
Okay.
I don't think it actually makes sense.
Yeah, top level directories. So I've got the matches. Split root.
I guess that makes sense. It literally gets the highest level directories.
you kind of don't you have to like compare to the
Well, if the goal is literally,
previous entries to find like the common prefix?
I mean, if the goal is literally to find the top level directories that were matched, I guess this will technically work, won't it? It's like it. I mean, this is not going to return like
Yeah.
subdirectories. Basically, this is literally returning the top level ones.
Yeah, we want to find uh let's say we had
So we probably won't.
two bears one not that good.
Instructing Claude.
If we had those two files, then the output should be foo bar.
Okay, hang on. Adjust the implementation to return the deepest common subdirectories that are the most top level. Let me give it your example. Example for the following or the following input paths. Remove that there. Oops.
So I don't think we need with file flux here. So we just want to work on even if we did. So if path is of plus two, yeah, we need to negate that. And then we need to check if top level directories. So if our top level directories had that in it, then we're now checking for, we're only checking directories now.
Jesus. Okay. Here is. Here's the updated implementation.
It's a lot of code.
Yeah.
I feel like we can do it shorter. So we go through the array and we're trying to find another thing that starts with this initially. So so we have a shorter one, it will match, and if we have a longer one, it will match. If there is no match, then we have a different branch and we can push. Maybe we just make this a set. The set string. Yes, do starts at full path. And, and if we don't find any matches, we edge. Cannot find watch mode. Cannot one pass. I got too many curlies.
Too many curlies.
What's the problem here?
You scroll up, is there like a extraneous curly bracket somewhere?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, you're it's inside the stream.
Where we want to
Yeah.
be. Okay, we want to push that up.
Well,
Or we want to make a new string.
yeah.
Or oops. We want to
Like, should the source constructor be effectful?
might have to be. But that's going to be annoying. Unless we merge the streams somehow. If there's no match, top filters edge, and then we are done with this path of that bullet. So the other case is this. We know that we have a subset of the path at this point, and if it's shorter, dot length is grade 2, then full path dot length. Delete the previous match of this one. Otherwise, we don't do anything.
Do we have the build for this?
Oh, yeah, we do. And then we run. Still not hitting that point.
I think we have an empty set in the console.
Well, it's just logging. Was
I
it?
think in the console we have an empty set now.
Oh, yeah, we do. Okay. So none of that. We're not getting any directories in those paths. Is there like a thing to include directories? I guess we can just go back to doing this. And then get our directory here. Dutch is it? Nice. Turning.
Got to build again.
Gotta build. Search red posts.
All right.
Okay.
So I guess now,
If we didn't have any content yet, that still wouldn't work.
well, it's going to
Yes.
allow us to set up a watcher for that directory, which then, based on the events, we can filter out like paths that we want, right?
Yeah.
Because all we need right now is just directories.
We still need to solve the problem of
How bad is it to make a
Um,
source an effectful constructor?
there will be a plane because on the config you'll have to like um, unwrap it to apply plugins.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So if we just combine these to the stream of events,
Probably
it will work.
probably what we got to do. Source event.
And this will have to be generic. Whereas our it's got meta and context. Would it be ID? Yeah, it would be ID. And types of variance annotations. Get rid of it. And don't need that. Okay.
Events.
I guess we also need. No, we don't need change. What do we?
We,
No.
I don't think we need it right now, though.
We're nice to keep this transform working on the output. So I guess what we could do
Stream filter
is
or
just do a little flat map. Stream dot flat map. Dot reels. Event. Event dot tag equals why is there a component? And why is that? What are the events here? Yeah? Was it an event?
isn't it?
And then it's the text.
Yeah.
Output equals if. Yes. We'll need to partition the stream and then merge them. This seems like a lot of work.
This is probably. Yeah, we probably. It is probably a partition and merge, but so
We will need to separate them out. Merge them back.
in an ordered fashion, right? If that's even possible. We can't we can't make that guarantee actually because can't the function the stream that's the transformation stream return more elements? I guess those would have to all be processed before. Like, do we need to guarantee ordering? I guess is my question here.
I think there is a way of doing it, but I think it's a little bit convoluted.
Excuse me. Wow.
Well, what's that make event? And then events, outputs, can we do this? It's a lot of work to preserve this API.
You were really interested in this API last time, so we got to keep it.
If there was an API from stream, or we can just consume the stream. Dot run for each event dot if the tag is added, and then we offer it to our outputs. Otherwise, we send it to events. Yeah, we need to do some events here. I guess in this case, we need to make sure that the event is processed before proceeding.
Sounds like we need to push a deferred as well, or a latch or something, and then like await it.
Yeah, make match. Let's close to start with, and then yeah, restart. Start. Right. Match start with. And then we have to make sure the latch is closed to start with. Adam comes in, close the latch, offer, and then await. Great. And then now we can go mailbox to stream outputs. And now we can offer that to our function. Uh, yeah. So it doesn't solve the case where we might want to eliminate requirements. It's fun. But two.
What is source stop provided? Oh,
Some predefined, some predefined requirements. Outputs. So here we're only dealing with the output. I think then in this case it would make more sense to make this like a map essentially. And then it takes the output and then does some stuff to it.
and just returns a new stream.
Yeah. Or a new source. Yeah, let's try that.
And I was really excited to get to see coordination of all this streaming business.
Oh, or is it disappoint?
Okay, I'm pretty sure it would have ended up being really convoluted and probably unnecessary.
I would take this off. Events. What? Stream.net. Effect. Event. Event.tag is added. 106 There we go. Source unknown. Where's the unknown coming from?
The effect inside map effect, it looks like, is causing problems.
That is returning key to in source provided.
Hmm.
Maybe it's the unifier problem.
It could be because if we're narrowing to added
context.
maybe it's thinking we're only getting removed and these succeed.
We need to remap that output back into an event. But here we go. Big.mat. Output. So it doesn't really explain the context issue.
I'm not sure what the deal is with context, but
We will need to in source.
ODP?
Yeah, it seems like more of an issue with the make function. Oh yeah.
why is it having such a hard time there? Yeah, maybe because it's narrowing, it's having problems.
Maybe. Right, explicitly type that to event. And
Or just what about just
if
event on event? Try instead of event.add and event.event. Or just event, rather. Like as the annotated type. Instead of event.added. I think you have it in the global scope. Yeah. Yeah, so it's something to do with narrowing.
Okay. So we unified a stream. So here, load midf. And then we just turn that into
So this needs to be like an added event, right? I guess.
yeah. I think keeping this type small is fine. We need to integrate our watch mode. So when watch mode is happening, it'll be running a separate fiber, then pumping events in. You still need to have the initial run though. So in watch mode, instead of a single run stream, you'd probably need some kind of like you'd want to do the first initial run and then switch to like some kind of mailbox or something. So I guess in watch mode we could create a mailbox. dot make, and here we put our events in there, and then we would offer like our initial paths. Or if we do like additions, removals. And then we process them separately and merge them. Sounds good to me.
Seems like it would work, right?
I think we could just make this yeah, it's pretty easy. This is synchronous function. Worth making constructors for those.
I'll probably just use the tag enum module to handle this.
Mm. We're already importing data.
Yeah.
It's generic, so
You didn't you make tag enum support generics?
I did, but it's not the best.
It's also not that hard to just add constructors.
No, it's not. Cool. And now here we would set up the watches and then return mailbox start extreme.
You gotta yield it, or just does that
More
return a string?
the slow middle one needs to be updated.
Oh,
Okay. So now we need just to set up our watches on the top level directories.
we're actually mapping the paths and
So
in both cases to an event added thingy. We could just do the path mapping to the event added above even watch mode, and then return the metas inside both the offer and
yeah. I was thinking about that, but
I liked your idea, so I stole it as my own. Initial events.
initial. And then in here we can fs.watch directory.pod
So we need to filter.
stream.run for each event.
I think that we do want to filter events to make sure that the path of the event matches some path that we're watching. Like, 'cause we already spoke before about how the directories might contain other stuff. Right?
Directories might contain other stuff.
Right, because if we're like watching a directory and it has content in it, I mean, in theory, like our glob should only be pointing to the markdown or the files that are of interest. So I guess we don't have to worry about that right now. Just figure out if it becomes a problem. But
So yeah, we need to filter it so it matches the globs.
no, I was saying like because like when we're adding the initial events, we always have the exact path to the files, I think. But then when we go back up to the directories, if there's a chance we may end up collecting files in those directories and to watch that are irrelevant. So we may want to consider here while we're watching doing a stream.filter and making sure that the event.path is included in the paths that we got from the glob.
Yeah. Does glob have like a match up here?
I think Minimatch does, which glob is based on, I think.
Glob stream, iterate streams. Also, no stream, iterate has magic. Is there a way of just making sure a glob matches something?
I think under the hood, glob uses Minimatch. Main.
Okay.
Yeah. So Minimatch. Minimatch is the library it uses under the hood. And we could probably just check matches that way.
We were in
Source. I think it's a named export, actually. I think it's like minimatch.minimatch. Well, there's a match function in there. What does that do?
List pattern. Minimatch takes a pattern.
I'm trying to see. Minimatch.match. Match against the list of files in the style of fnmatch or glob. If nothing is matched, then return a list. Wait, match against the list of...
Or you can make
Yeah, so match takes a list of files and then a pattern.
Or you select regular expressions.
Yeah, I think match will do what we want though. It takes in a list of files and a
Okay.
pattern and checks to see if no, actually that's not what we want. Never. I think the default Minimatch export will do what we want. Not the default, but you know what I mean. Like Minimatch. Like the named Minimatch export. Lowercase Minimatch named import. And I think it takes a path and a pattern. So like when we're matching, we can basically pass it the same glob pattern we're giving it initially to the glob. And just basically like say, does the event.path, match that glob?
Yeah.
Here.
So we need is
So there's also I know I'm like throwing a lot at you right now, but in the API there's a minimatch.filter method, which could be relevant here as well. Because we get a list of sheets of paths. We can try it this way, see if it works.
stream.filter event path match. So we have a matching path at this point. And then depending on the event, we go mailbox off. The tag is removed. Okay. I think that will work.
Let's find out.
We just need to enable work modes in house.
I think this.
I guess we could just set the default.
I think the CLI also supports it, sort of. I think. I just don't know if I wired it up at all. Is anything?
Where are we providing our node context?
Probably in the CLI. Maybe. I actually don't know.
Source. Where is our source getting run? In the
Document build.
Well,
We can actually figure this out by looking at the CLI.
we'll just quickly update this. So now we have events. This was removals. So we don't need that anymore.
Yeah, we have everything in one stream.
We don't really need to know if it's watch merge. I don't think. Oh, do only want the output there, so we go. It is completely asynchronous, so we're going to do something a bit dirty. Return option. That's output.
Oh,
BTS.
little FPTS coming in from Copilot.
Bit of a throwback. And if it's a removal, then we'll do this. If IDs has
I think you need to just move everything down one bracket.
this missing curly.
That's interesting.
What is its problem?
We're getting any never. I think it's source style, but yeah.
That makes sense. No.
What is filter map supposed to return?
Option would be, and then the success becomes B. Well, that's yeah.
What's the type of document.source.events? Like we're piping off of? Whoa.
It's a funny term.
Indeed. I wonder why it's getting that weird type though.
Probably something to do with any implementation or any type. Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, I'm not going to try to say it right now, but so we've got able type errors here. We don't need watch merge. Removals are being hooked up. Okay.
Let's see what happens because I'm just about at time.
Okay. We just need to enable watch merge.
Hard code it.
Watch merge. String. Uh,
Actually, we should be able to do a command that provide sync or provides effect or
command within.
no. There, we can inject into the environment with one of the other provide methods that you added a while back.
Yeah. We'll add a provide. Here we should be able to just generate a layer here. Layer. Need.
I think that we just need to, yeah. Wait, why is it a
String or Boolean?
that is
Boolean.
oh, that's because
config dot Boolean.
just a stupid mistake on my part. No big deal. Casual.
No big deal. So we need to update our source plugins. Hopefully it's not too hard. Source. Oh yeah, so we only want to build the processor once.
So you can build the processor once if you call it like a function, like the actual unified processor. If it's
This can be effectful. Punish. I mean, for now we can hack around it, but we're gonna have to fix it later. And then we already have to upload it launch.
I think there's still one too many parens.
Don't be doing that. It should be. We just need to embed this into the stream at some point.
Yeah. We can put it on our to-do list for the next time.
Yeah. She don't know watch mode is being enabled. If we look at the CLI, watch. Great. One other thing I forgot to do was in document builder. Get the parcel back in. That is an effect.
The
Files. Let's turn parcel.
I think it's called Parcel Watcher, actually.
Yeah. Okay. I was supplying. No, I wasn't supplying dependencies here.
Yeah, I think I do the node stuff in the CLI.
Nope.
No?
Document storage, config builder.
Huh. Like,
Where is the document builder dependencies coming from?
there was a live thingy in the document builder. I think we were building up a layer there.
Okay. Build options. This just as a scope. Where we're eliminating the I should be searched for node context. Yeah, there we go.
Can probably just drop it in the CLI for now.
There's Parcel share from
We need a layer not provide.
Run. What's the watch flag? Starting initial build.
Now what?
It's not exiting, which is what we want.
So now what we can try.
So if we go in Scratchpad, posts, and edit this guy, and change it to nope, that didn't work. Maybe something to fix for next time.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, we got to a pretty good point. I feel like maybe we can put in the to-dos to investigate, like, logging for this.
Let's quickly log this and then we'll call it there.
Yeah, this I've had this happen to me before too. Something with NeoVim, where you get all these weird file system events because of the whatchamacallit. But anyways, we are getting events emitted, so
yeah.
this is the swap file.
I guess it's just a case of our path match not working properly.
Yeah, that's okay. We can put that in our
to-do
to improve our path matcher. I'll look into the Minimatch stuff as well for next time. Cool. Well, thank you everybody for watching. And I suppose we will see you all next week. Cheers, everyone.